what are we doing? I mean, it's, I'm still having to coach too much, having to get on guys too much. So proud of Alex, how he played. I thought Andrew, for a majority of the game, didn't shoot the ball well, but played well. But Julius, he passed. Didn't have one turnover, and he passed. And that's just keep doing it. He had 13 points. Okay, maybe you could have had 3 or 4 more, but you'd have had 5 more turnovers. And the game would have been different. He passed today. Like I said, I'm really, really proud of Alex and what he's been able to do in practice, and now you're all starting to see it.
John, speaking of Alex, how much did he impact the game defensively, offensively?
Both. He made plays that were like, how did he make that play? And that's how we got a little gap. We got to 11 because of him. And then we made a play or two, and all of a sudden it was 16-17. But that was, a lot of it was just him.
Cal, 2 things. 1, I can't imagine you wanted to shoot 15 threes in the first half.
No, I was not happy.
And 2, what's wrong with Willie?
I don't know what's wrong with Willie, but he'll be fine. Look, when you're coaching, you coach the game to win. And then you work on egos and all the other stuff after. Dakari was playing better than him. So I started Dakari. Dakari continued to play better than him. At the end of the game, I said, look, we're going at you just to, you got to get going here, kid. And he turned and fumbled. I mean, it didn't get any better. And he wants to do well. He was doing really well, and he backed up a little bit, and it's like a slippery slope. When you back up, you don't keep bringing, all of a sudden you go that other way. This sport is mental as much as anything else. It's like Alex right now. Mentally, Alex thinks he's going to kill you, so he will. Last year, that's not how Alex was thinking. And so we wasn't in the shape to do it. I'm glad I got Marcus Lee. I wanted to get Derek in a little bit, and I didn't, because he's starting to play better, and I just got to find minutes for him.
Cal, with Dakari, is that you see an example of a guy sort of taking advantage of that opportunity, seeing those extra minutes? And
it's kind of like I keep telling these guys, you got to work and keep building up your own self-esteem and confidence, because when your opportunity comes, you got to be ready, and you don't know when it's going to come. You can't be on a 5-day diet and say, okay, it didn't work, I'm done. You just got to keep going, and that's what I'm telling Derek right now. Derek, you've really done well. You don't know when it's kind of like chipping away at a rock. You keep hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting. All of a sudden it's been weeks and it's been months, and all of a sudden there's one hit and it splits, and you split the rock and you made it. You're over the hump. But you didn't know. You could have stopped 2 weeks before. So that's what this game is. I mean, it's a grind. You got to love the grind. You got to stay in the grind. There can't be any step back, any arrogance. You can't be smirking. You got to know, coach me. Tell me what you want. How do I get to one more step? It's never good enough. You're always hungry. You're always humble, but you're always hungry to get better. The minute you're satisfied, you start going the wrong way.
John, maybe a little thing, maybe not, but early in the game, for the first time I can remember, I think it was Aaron and Julius both asked to come out about 3 minutes into the game.
It's good.
Is that what you want? Is that a step forward?
Yeah, and they still played 30-some minutes. Both of them played, 30-some minutes. And we're trying, look, the difference right now, the upside of this team is enormous. And what I'm saying to you is we're not close to what we need to be. We're not. We're playing better, playing with more energy, more fight. We're being a more organized team. We're stopping on defense less and less, but we still stop and give them layups in the back door. Well, it's only one play. Great. Now it's a 5-point game. Now they think they can beat you. So they don't realize that. And then we're playing offensively. There are times we break off stuff. Well, in a really good game, the other team's going to score because they got good players. You can't compound it by giving them easy baskets, taking tough shots, and not executing down the other end. You can't win a real good game. So we've got a ways to go, but like I said, we rebounded the ball today. We did some good stuff defensively. A few turnovers at the end of the game, so we're 12, 13 turnovers, maybe 1 or 2 more than I would have liked, but I thought Andrew played a pretty heady game, did some good stuff. Didn't shoot it well, but played pretty good.
Cal, how different are you, and what are those differences when Julius gets rid of the ball quickly?
Well, you're noticing that the whole team, the MO is the minute he gets it, everybody run to the lane. So now when he passes it, you can either shoot it or post it to him when he kicks it out and slides to the low post, or drive it in, or swing the ball and we can play. But he wants to do well. I mean, there's no question. I mean, he rebounded the crap out of the ball today, and so did Andrew. Eight rebounds. And I'll tell you what, how about Calipari, though? I mean, he's doing some good stuff. I mean, he's going after balls, and, you know, you got to make free throws. You got to make free throws. You don't have to make them all. You just can't miss them all. You don't have to make them all. Just can't miss them all. So, but he's really doing some good stuff.
Cal, what is Jared giving you to maybe take some of those minutes that Dominique was getting before?
He's a little more confident than Dominique right now, and part of that is, you know, Dominique, the first drive he had, I wish he'd have shot that ball. Whether it went in or not wasn't the issue, but he tried to pass it, which leads me to believe he's a little tentative. And then the shot he took, he had no chance of going in. Like, it wasn't like, okay, wow, he almost made that. That's when I said, okay, Jarrett's a little more confident right now. Jarrett should be a little more confident. He's older. But I still haven't lost any confidence in Marcus Lee, in Derek, in Dominic, in Jared. John Hood has been great. But it's just these other guys are better. And like Calipari, if you're better than a starter, I'll start you.
What was the difference between Andrew in the first half and Andrew in the second half?
Well, he played a great first half. He was good in the second half, but he wasn't as good as he was in the first half. I thought he really did some good stuff. And the thing I'm looking for is more energy, more juice. I don't want anybody to watch him play and say, where's his energy? Should never happen. Never, not once. So that's all we're working on. But it's not just him. It's all these guys. More spirit defensively. And we're okay defensively. I mean, you look at our numbers and across the nation where we are, and it's high. But I'm telling you, the upside of where we should be, where we could be, where we need to be, we're not there. We're just not.
John, you say you want to get Derek in the game. I'm just wondering when the ideal time for that is. It's not that often in this league you're up by 18 late in the game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and I forgot at that point, to be honest with you. Then I went to a minute. I said, that's too late now. I'm not going to stick him in. But there'll be times. He's going to have opportunities. And he's just got to be ready. Again, you got to own your performance, even if you're not playing a lot. You got to walk in and say, well, if he played me more, if I played like he played, or he takes me out. No. You own your performance. And that's where those guys, where Calipari is slowly growing up, and he's owning his own performance now. Arkansas, he wasn't very good. He owned it. He came back and practiced his butt off and was really good, and it carried over. Alex, I keep saying, Alex, what you're seeing is what I'm seeing in practice, which is like, holy cow. I mean, he's just dominating. Making his free throws, making jump shots. You know, there was one play where he tried to throw a lob to somebody. I wish he'd have taken it because it was just him and a guy. And I got if there are three guys back there, that's not his game. But if it's him and one guy, he could do something with the ball. But we got all these guys. They're good kids. They're getting better. We're challenging them. I'm on them, trying to drag them faster, trying to stay focused on, instead of results, it's all where we're trying to take this. Instead of the results, let's work on just the process. And that's what we're doing. And we're practicing hard. You know, 2 days, for 2 days we went hard. We give them tomorrow off, and we're going to go twice hard before we play Georgia. Thanks.